Yeah. Dee-1. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Love. Catch them with they pitching. Learn from repetition. They got no mission vision, so I question their intentions. I'm paranoid.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy Dee-1, and right now you are listening to Versed Online.
Everybody's a sinner. If you ain't on the mission I'm on, then you's an inner.
First off, your career, you're a very different rapper. You're not like a lot of rappers who are out now. You're very different. First off, you're from New Orleans.
Right.
And secondly, you're a college graduate.
Correct.
What makes you different from the rest of the rappers out? I mean, besides me stating those two, what makes you so different than other rappers who are out right now?
I think that my mission for why I'm in the rap game makes me different. I'm in the rap game to change the culture, in a positive way. I'm in the rap game to affect lives, like affect people in a way that makes them, in a way that motivates them, in a positive manner. I want people to get more connected to their overall purpose in life, by having been exposed to Dee-1. So it's bigger than just music for me.
Okay. I follow you on Instagram, and every week you post a reading from the Bible. And I find that interesting because you don't see much rappers out, unless they're Christian rappers, talk a lot about, church and God. Why do you feel that you should, not, I don't want to say force, but continue to spread the word of God?
Because that's what I'm here to do. I'm a believer, and I'm a man of faith. So I know that ultimately, that's what I'm here to do. And it just so happens that the type of platform I have, I can put out whatever I want, in terms of whatever messaging I want. And I have thousands of people who are going to see it and be exposed to it. So I definitely want people to know, what side of the fence I'm on and what I stand for. So I just think that it's an honor for me to be able to, spread the word of God in such a way to where I'm not looked at as being a preacher, or I'm not looked at as being, anything that people are kind of shocked by. They're just like, nah, this is just Dee-1, the dude who raps and spits fire, but he just so happens to have this strong desire to, lead people closer towards God. So I just think it's a blessing, because they don't feel like I'm advertising a product or something, or that people really just take it and they I think they feel like it's genuine. So it goes across well.
Okay, this is two questions. First, would you call yourself a Christian rapper?
Me, no. Personally, I don't. I've never really been called that until I think I was saying in the last year, the Christian rap world has, because that's a whole world. Like, the Christian rap is a whole world in and of its own. And in the last year and a half, I said 2 years. In the last 2 years, the Christian rap world has really started to hear more about me and get more, in touch with what I do. So some fans in that world might say, well, anybody who is a Christian who raps, we call them a Christian rapper. And I don't mind. Whatever they want to call me, it's fine, because I got other people who have never viewed me as such. And I've been rapping for 9 years, and they've never once seen me as that. So they would come back and say, no, he's not a Christian rapper at all, but it doesn't really matter to me. They could call me whatever they want, as long as they're listening,
Right. And also, has your faith been tested? Because, being a rapper, especially today when you have so many people rapping about other things than, than what you're talking about, has it tested your faith?
Being a rapper, yes, my faith gets tested uh quite frequently. I mean, I could have taken many other routes in the rap game just because I don't choose to rap like most other artists and rap about what they rap about doesn't mean that I couldn't have been good at it if I wanted to. And I've had record deals offered to me to where I know there would have been a lot of pressure for me to change my style, water down my message, so my faith definitely gets tested. It gets tested as far as with females. It gets tested on social media. You got to be careful what you expose yourself to. So
Right.
it definitely gets tested, definitely. And I have my own personal like level of accountability that I really seek to, adhere to and hold myself to. So it's about having the right circle around me to where I have good accountability partners and I just have a firm foundation.
Okay, that's good. Your song, your single is out right now, "Against Us," and it's
Yes.
so powerful. Like I listen to it all the time, and you press so hard on Black people as much stuff that goes on in the community that happens to us, killings, drugs, and all of that. So, like, has people gone up to you and say, "Okay, D1, you did go kind of hard, on in your lyrics on your song." Has anyone come up to you and said that, or have you been getting more of positive reviews for that
I've been
song?
getting I've been getting all positive reviews. I think Black people know that it's true, so I love when I perform that song and when I get to that second verse and when Black people hear it, they go from bobbing their head to after they hear that, they go to looking around like, man, he's
Right.
telling the truth. He's telling the
Right.
truth.
Yeah.
So it's real. It's real. So that's the response I've been getting from people is appreciating the fact that I be real. And when non-blacks hear it, it's the same thing to where they're just like, yo, this is what we appreciate about this brother is that he will just tell the truth, not in a bashing type of way. It's like if I wasn't black, I wouldn't make a song like that. I wouldn't put a verse like that out there. But it's almost like you could talk to your family in a way that somebody else can't come in and talk to one of your family members because that's your family. So since this is my heritage and since I am one of the people who I'm talking about, that I know that I can do that. Macklemore can't do that. Mac Miller can't do that,
Right.
on a song. Eminem couldn't say that, so uh-huh.
You're from New Orleans, and New
Mhm.
Orleans is such it has so much history with music. Also, like Lil Wayne, you have Lil Wayne and Master P, who also hail from New Orleans. Are you from the same area where they're from?
They're from uptown, I'm from downtown. So it's
Oh,
it's different sides of the city.
okay. So has any of them reached out to you and said, "Hey, from New Orleans, let me give you some pointers on how it is in the hip hop world"?
Yeah, I Cash Money wanted to sign me a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago. So, I they definitely were aware of what I was doing to the point where, like I said, they wanted to sign me.
Mm.
Um, so that's something where I chose not to sign that deal because it just didn't feel right in my spirit. Something
Right.
didn't feel right, and I know it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been something that long term, worked out in my favor. I felt so Cash Money, they're definitely aware of me. They all know me. People like Mac Main, people like
Mm.
Manny Fresh. We've collaborated,
Yeah, you have a song together.
several. Yeah, so we got several songs together. Actually, they just haven't come out yet. But we got a few songs together. Master P, we actually got 2 songs together that
Okay.
he's put out on his mixtapes, and he's like I would consider Master P like I would call him like a mentor of mine
Mm.
because he definitely gives me pointers, gives me advice. He just offers up an opinion, which I really appreciate about him.
That's good. That's like Southern hospitality. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it seems, I don't know, like when I listen to you, like growing up, I heard of, I don't know, like, are you familiar with Arrested Development?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when I listen to you, it's like, okay, I want to say you're going in that direction. So it just keeps me like, oh, okay, well, that's good to hear someone be so committed in their community. Are you big fans of, Arrested Development, hip hop from back in the day?
Yeah. I'm definitely aware of
Mhm.
Arrested Development and definitely a fan. I was super young when they were at their peak, but I remember like Mr. Window, and I remember Tennessee,
Right.
those songs. And yeah, just overall they, they got this vibe to their music that feels, it feels very, um it's easy on the ear. It's very easy on the ear. Like, it doesn't feel like you're being talked down upon or preached at or anything. But when you listen to the content, everything from Mr. Window to Tennessee to,
Mhm.
all of that stuff, it really does have a cool message. So yeah, I think that'd be a pretty, I wouldn't be upset at it. Like, if somebody compared me to, certain other artists, I'd be like, man, what in the world are you talking about? Where did that come from? But Arrested Development, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Okay. So is there any artists out there, because I'm sorry, I just put you in like your own corner, like as far as your own style in rapping. So is there
Hmm.
any rappers out there who you would like to work with? I mean, outside, what I'm trying to say. Okay, like, would you Dee-1 work with, let's say, a Logic, or would you work with like Lil Wayne or Drake?
Yeah, I would work with any of those. Yeah, any of them. Logic is my boy. That's my friend. So, that one would be the easiest out of all three. But yeah, I will work with any of them because I think that we're artists. So I think it's our job to take the impossible and make it a reality, for
Right.
people. So that's the part that excites me about either being able to collab with people or just do something that people wouldn't typically see as being being possible, and for us to turn it into a reality,
Mm.
artistically. We take thoughts and we take emotions that people don't really know how to put into words and how to express, and next thing you know, we make a song out of them, and it makes people say, "Wow, like how did this person, do that?" Like, I think those same thoughts, but I couldn't find the right words for them, and that person did. So I think we could do that.
Okay. Okay. Um, some hip hop artists, they come out and they're speaking for the community, they're doing all of this, but to backtrack, you recently signed to RCA. And
Correct.
where I'm going at with this question is, we have some rappers, I'm not going to name drop, but they come out and some people, they're like, yeah, this is what we need, like, this is feel good music. And then once they get signed, it's something completely different. How
Yeah.
can, yeah, like, I know you understand where I'm going at with this, but how can you, like, keep, like, that being that you're signed to RCA, can you say that you will keep on with the same style, like stay who you are, even though you have this major deal?
Definitely, because money is not my motivator. Money
Right.
is not my main motivator. So that and that's the main thing that makes people you know switch.
Mhm.
Like that's literally the main thing that'll make people switch up is their pursuit for money. And for me, money is literally not my main motivator. I think every day how I can make my music and my brand overall better, to where it just is more appealing to people, and how I can get more visible,
Mhm.
but in terms of how can I directly just make more money, by any means, like, nah, That's not really what motivates me.
Okay. So your single Against Us is out. It's getting a lot of rave. Like a lot of people are, really listening to it. What's the next single?
The next single right now is a song called Show on the Road.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be coming out. It'll be coming out soon. The music video, the official, we have a lyric video out right now for Against Us online, but the official music video for Against Us will be coming out it'll be coming out in the next 2 weeks. I tell you like that. So
okay.
So the music video will be out in the next 2 weeks, and that'll be great because people who haven't heard the song yet, a lot of them will be getting introduced to it for the first time when they see the music video.
Right. Okay. Are you on tour currently?
No, I just came off tour. I was on the BET College tour, and it just ended last week. So I'm home for right now.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of people would love, I'm sure, to see you,
live,
in concert.
Correct. So I'm going on tour again in February because I'll be putting my new project out, which is an EP, and I'll be putting my EP out in February, and that'll be then I'll do a tour right when the project comes out, so it'll be like mid-February.
Okay, will there be any surprise guests on the EP?
Yes, and that's why they're going to remain surprises.
Okay. Okay, got it. So for some of the fans who don't already, what's your Instagram, Twitter? Do you have a Facebook?
Yeah, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook is all Dee-1 Music, DEE, the number 1 music.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Dee-1, for the interview.
No problem. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Game of law and order. That's why I be like,